Okay, so the players have come in just for the off day today, just to do some basic fitness testing. So because we've got the equipment and facilities available here at the Haxby Road site, we can put them through some basic fitness testing to test power, speed, agility and aerobic endurance. So Dale, my colleague, and myself are running through some tests with them today.
Lads on the blue line, put your drinks up in this end.
What are the benefits of this?
It just helps to benchmark where they are at this point in time, so it helps Sam and the rest of the coaching staff provide a benchmark of where they currently are and where they can get to, so the players can see what their strengths and weaknesses are, but also they can put something into place to help them improve over time.
Can this make a difference to the performances on a Saturday?
We hope so, yeah, definitely, because if the players know what their areas for improvement are, then we can put something in place to try and improve those specific elements. And the tests that we've selected today are very specific to what they have to do in a game, like speed, agility and power. So we can identify those areas for improvement, and then the coaching staff can put things in place to help improve that. So.
The youth team did something similar in the pre-season?
Yeah, so the youth team have come in and done almost exactly the same as what we're doing today. And the reason we've done that is A, because we think these tests are the best tests for football players at this point in time. They're pretty easy to get through, so we don't take up too much of their training time by doing it. And by doing the same tests, it means that we can show the younger players where they need to get to, you know, what the professional standards might be at York City. So it just shows that we can give the players right down, because we've got the younger age groups coming in at a later point in time. So we can show right from the youngest age groups all the way up, this is where you should be aiming for in terms of your speed, agility and fitness areas. So.
Is this part of a blossoming link-up between the club and the university?
We hope so, yeah. So we've had things in place on a much slimmer basis for a while now, but we're hoping with the arrival of Sam and with the links in the academy level, who seem to be really positive with this link, that we can blossom this into something a bit more formal. So we're hoping that through working with the first team, working with all of the academy age groups, this develops into a more kind of structured partnership, we believe. You can see we've got different hurdles marked out at different time points. So we've got 5, 10, 20, 30 and 40 metres marked out. So it's a 40-metre sprint, but we'll get you splits at each point.
Yeah! Go on, Lozzie! Lozzie, just... Run then, Fergie! Jesus Christ! Ah! That's definitely big hit. I go down a long time. You alright, it?
Yeah, well, it's just to give us a base in terms of fitness level wise, and they also do different types of sprint tests, power tests that they go in the gym and do as well. I actually did this with the under-19s right at the beginning of pre-season, and they've done it twice since then. So it's really helpful in terms of seeing where the players are fitness wise over a period of time, and it gives you like kind of a gauge of the work that you've done in between when you do come here for the tests. And it's really beneficial for the players and us as staff to obviously have the information and the data that we can actually use day to day. So no, it's really important.
How does this information help you to improve performance on a Saturday?
Well, the type of things that we're looking for is actual power, so the speed of the players, the endurance side of it as well. The stuff that we do in the gym where they do the power tests, that's more about jumping and that type of thing. So there's a hell of a lot to come out of it, and the fitness test that they do is actually called the 30-15, and it's basically a modern day version of the old bleep test, but it's more related to players now and what you'd actually get on a Saturday. So it's really useful for us as staff, and obviously with Stuart, who's done a lot of the S&C side of it as well as the coaching side of it. We can use that in terms of what we do day to day on the training pitch, and like I say, over a 6-week period it gives you a good gauge in terms of the areas that they've improved on over that period. So they'll spend a lot of time in the gym doing squats, that side of it, power work, and we do that day to day with the players anyway. Our Stuart oversees all that, and Ian, so we do take a hell of a lot from it.
Bang! Explosive!
But the good thing for us is the University of York St John University, and Jamie and Dale have been brilliant with us. Like I said, they let me come over here with the under-19s and use it, and they've been really helpful with us as well. And obviously now having the opportunity to bring the first team lads over here as well and look to do this again on a regular basis, and they're more than willing to help us with that. It's brilliant.
Lower extremity power. It's not about changing direction. This is about your heart and your head. Okay?
Now does it go down with the lads? Are they enjoying it?
Well, they are so far, because they've not done this, like I say, this old bleep test like I used to do, this 30-15 test. I know that's really tough, but same with everything else that we've done with the players, their attitudes have been great, and so far the work that they've done has been really good. So we'll get all the results from the test, we'll feed that back to the players, and we might get a different type of reaction when they get that back. But no, they've been good, they've been really good again.
14.5.
What a terrific group that they were to work with. Really embraced every single challenge and every single test that we went with. And then what was really fantastic was the amount of questions that each player had about how do they improve, what their score actually means. Some really impressive scores there. As a group, they're quite close, and it really helps us identify each player's strengths, whether that be acceleration, whether that be top speed, whether that be the aerobic capacity, or whether that be kind of their lower body power. So they've done really well today. So the players are going to get individual feedback. That's going to be traffic lighted in terms of where they stand in terms of that squad. So it'll be red, amber, green. The manager's going to get that, and his performance staff are also going to get that, so that we can start identifying players that may need a little bit more of an intervention, identify players that could have more impact on a football pitch if they worked on, let's say, their acceleration, so we could tailor some interventions around that.
And just give us a brief summary of the three tests that they've done today.
Yeah, so after coming outside, obviously inside we took their heights and weights, and we took their lower body power. We've come outside to the field as we are now. We've done a test of speed, we've done a test of acceleration. So the 40-metre sprint provides us with our acceleration, the 5-10 metres, and then we take intervals at 20, 30, 40 to start working at their top speed. We've done a test called a 505, which starts working at their 180 change of direction ability, and being able to compare their right foot, which might be their strongest, with their left foot. So we end up with balanced York City footballers, or we can assess that. And the last one we did was called the 30-15, which is a test that's been devised by the head of sports science at Paris Saint-Germain, which tests aerobic capacity. So pretty much the ability of their heart and lungs to keep them going.
Tom, a bit short there. Well done. Good job. Sam. Well done, Sam. Got that back. Let's go, boys. Go.
Is it quite common now in professional football?
Yeah, I think that the testing of players is quite common, and I think there's lots of players that routinely test. Where we're trying to work with York City is the impact of it. So we haven't got a large amount of tests that these players are going through, but we want to make them highly impactful, but also that we can actually replicate in a short period of time and really work with Sam and his performance staff.
And what was your overall opinion of the players' fitness today?
I thought it was really good. you know, the camaraderie between the group's really good, and they'd celebrate each other's outcomes. Obviously what me and Jamie will do is go away and start having a look at kind of normative data from professional football, so we can get an idea of where these players are in terms of where they want to be as well.
End of stage at running speed 21. End of stage at 192.
Obviously knackered, but it's worth it at the end. Obviously getting that fitness done and getting ready for the weekend.
I mean, you're still going at the end there. It says a lot about your levels of fitness, doesn't it?
Yeah, I try to keep myself fit off pre-season, and obviously when we haven't got training and stuff, it's important to keep yourself fit. So obviously you never know what. Obviously we've got loads of bodies that they're trying to get in the team and just trying to get themselves fit and stay in the team.
And have the lads enjoyed it today despite the hard work involved?
Yeah, they enjoyed it. Like obviously it's a good thing for us, like obviously fitness-wise as well. Gets us like the fittest that we can in this league, so it's a good thing, yeah.
Okay, Joe, just been put through your paces, a fitness testing up at the university. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think a bit worse for wear now, but no, it's all really good stuff, and you know, especially the way the manager wants to play, I think it's only going to benefit us long term. But yeah, I think we're a bit worse for wear now, so I'm looking forward to some dinner.
Is this something that you do regularly as a professional footballer?
I think in the past I've done it a lot. If I'm honest, I think Pans has started to implement that a bit more in terms of, you know, getting weights, our body fats and things like that. So it's the first of its kind for me while I've been at the club. But I think it's a normal thing for professional clubs to do.
A lot of hard work involved, but have the players enjoyed it?
I think you do. I think, you know, you get to test yourself, and you know, you're setting a benchmark for yourself to improve. And again, like I said, the way we want to play is press high up the pitch, get on the ball, and you know, it's only going to benefit us. So I think, you know, we'll get a good gauge for where lads are and what areas we can improve on.
Has anybody surprised you with their fitness today?
Jordan Burroughs was a flying machine at the end there. Yeah, I think he must have had his Weetabix this morning for his breakfast. But no, I think, listen, look, the lads are a fit bunch, and the stuff we've done there is quite rigorous, to be fair. So no, I think it was a good exercise, and I'm sure we'll learn a lot from it.